Finishers MMA, finishersmma.com, at Finishers. That's how you find them on social media. These guys have a show with us every Monday called Now We Go. You can check it out. Zach, JM, Thor, Grace, there's too many to name that come out of that school, and they are killers in the game. They are the biggest MMA jiu-jitsu school in the area, and they are owning the East Coast. You can contact them at 610-438-0746. Ask for Andrew. They are at 3761 Nicholas Street in Easton, PA. They have 2 locations as of now, Bethlehem and Allentown. They are growing into 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say they are taking over, but they already have. Check them out on all of their social media. They are awesome to follow. And if you're looking to get in shape, you're looking to choke people, you're looking to do anything at all to better your life, finishersmma.com. AllValleyRooter.net. That's not how you pronounce it all the time. I just say it that way. All Valley Rooter, Jared LaBarba. He is my plumber. He's the show's plumber. I'm getting him plumbing business all over, and I love that he is getting what he wants. He has 24-hour emergency service. He is certified, insured, and professional. You can follow him at All Valley Rooter. He's on social media, and you can find his information at allvalleyrooter.net. Jared came down over the weekend and he fixed a problem down here. He's super professional. I love him as a person. I love his business. He grew it, and he's doing his own thing. It's allvalleyrooter.net. It's 24-hour professional plumbing services. He can help you out with everything you need. It's 610-762-1656. He's certified, insured, and professional. Do not be afraid to contact him for any of your plumbing needs. Support Jared. Jared supports us. Luke Delmeyer Handmade Custom Knives. I love Luke. It's lukedelmeyer.com. He's a farrier, a bladesmith, and a blacksmith. He has custom knives, and the best part about it is you can take classes to make them. So not only can you take a class to learn how to make knives, at the end of the class, you get that knife. We're working on a project together. He started recently getting into chef knives, so he's starting to make chef knives. He makes hunting knives. He can make any of your needs as far as blacksmithing. That's at Luke Delmeyer on Instagram. That is the best way to follow him. You can see all the stuff that he's posting. He shares, he does raffles, he gives giveaways. Check out all things Luke Delmeyer at lukedelmeyer.com. We've had him on the show before. You can dig down in the library, listen to how he got started and where he's at now. I'm excited to work with Luke. He's a really good friend of the show, and I'm excited to showcase his chef knife that he's making me. Check out all things Luke Delmeyer at lukedelmeyer.com. Farrier, bladesmith, blacksmith. Rips Auto Detail. This guy is the best, hands down, in the area. I've interviewed him. I know his story. He's doing things that others aren't, and I love that he fucks with the show. I love getting the best of the best and having them support and be a part of this. That's what the sponsorship is for. I'm giving you the best people in their profession, and Rips is the best at auto detail. It's at Rips Auto Detail for Instagram. You follow that. He's showing you the different cars he does, and it's at 630 North Nelson Street in Allentown, PA. He offers paint correction, ceramic, SPS coatings, and more. This is appointment only, and it's ripsautodetail@gmail.com. You can call him at 484-553-1366. I tell you, follow him. If you don't know, you want to know more about what he does, follow him on Instagram. Follow Rips Auto Detail, and you can see all the things that Rip does. He's a big part of the show. We have a separate show we do called Road Dogs, and you can check out his past interviews and hear his whole story. I couldn't recommend this guy more for your auto, car, boat, plane. This guy literally has done everything, and he is the best in the area doing this. Rips Auto Detail.
Give up. I am not defeated, and I shall hold my ground.
Ooh, hold your ground? You can barely hold your sword.
Then come get me.
I love the game still, man. I'm not changing it. I'm not trying to revamp it. I'm not trying to... I want it to be as real as this room that we're in.
Man of my word. Many times people just say what I can't do, what I'm not gonna do. But you don't have the power to prove that to no one, do you?
The JM and Zach, they work together so well. It's almost like they're twins or something.
Yo, all right, we're here. Train or Don't podcast. I'm joined by two of my favorite people in the whole world right now. Arseny Grebnov. Everyone needs a Rasputin type character, you know what I'm saying? Like a Russian madman, scientist, spiritual type of dude. And I got with him always third degree black belt, jiu-jitsu legend, ring of combat, finishers tournament, whatever you want to do. Drew Puzon, beast motherfucker. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, man.
Drop kick master.
Yeah, drop kick master. See, I got to work on my intros.
You'll get them.
I'll get them.
I still don't know how to do it.
Mike Fowlerbox, of course, here in the booth.
I'm sweating.
Thank you for my cup.
Yeah. It's you can find those cups. That was actually TJ Maxx.
Pit juice.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a real cup.
I'll go looking around. All
right, you don't have to, but
no, but I'll be out and about antiquing. So
you need people, man. I need you guys because I can't figure this shit out myself, you know. But welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Arseny, I've been wanting you to have you on. We had to schedule this out, and like you had to cancel classes and make sure you're here. Because how long have we been doing this? Like 6 weeks? Not that long, but that long.
No, this is the 6th show.
This is number 6.
6:30.
6:30. Mm-hmm. Right? Arseny's mad nervous, dude. He's so nervous. Like, yo, relax. It's all good.
Yeah,
No,
it's not live.
He wants to wrestle.
Yeah. If we were fighting, you'd be fine. But we're talking on the internet.
No. It's all good.
It's all good. How'd I meet you? You came to my first morning class after I got my black belt. Like that Monday, you showed up at my school. I think.
Maybe even before.
Were you fucking with me?
Yeah.
You were fucking with me
I think
at
we
Brown Belt.
before that. Yeah.
But you were there.
Like so we've known each other for like 3.5 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Time
So you
goes
just
by.
you just came by the school one day, right?
Yeah, because you know, like I check out any school, any jiu-jitsu school, just like how I met Drew. You know, we moved a lot. You know, at any place I moved, I always went and checked out the local schools.
Yeah.
So.
And you liked our schools.
He didn't stay there.
Well,
not a student.
he's got his own shit.
He left.
No, he's got his own shit. I'm just saying he liked our schools.
This black belt sucks.
Yeah. I'm sure you go into places. Do you go into a lot of places and you're kind of like.
Yeah, look, you too, right? Like, we're honestly one of the most open jiu-jitsu schools and instructors that I've ever met. And I've been in a lot of places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of like teachers have like stigma and like stuff like this, you know what I mean? Oh, you're different, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. But yeah, we just vibed, you know, and I could see openness.
Nice. I like that.
You know what I mean? I could see openness and
yeah, we're hanging. I'm cool, man.
yeah. Like you can't choose who you love.
Science. I like that. I was thinking about that. You said that to me the other day. I was thinking about that shit. You can't make people love you, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
I like that.
You can come, you know, like I said, like I've been traveling United States. I've trained many different places. I've been like a gypsy my whole life, so I didn't grow up in like one martial arts school.
Right.
You know, so I've seen a lot of different places.
So you really couldn't. You like people like to put a pin in you. Like like if I asked you what your background was, and I'm like trying to put a pin in you exactly. Like what? Well, Arseny like is this type of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you're not really. It's hard to put a pin on you.
Very hard. Yeah.
But you can fight. Like I know you're really good.
Yeah.
But like like a lot of people would be like, oh well, that shit's whatever. You know what I mean? Like you're definitely alternative.
It's hard to describe.
I like it.
It's hard to describe.
I fucks with it.
People ask me, what does it exactly do there? And like, I don't know.
Whatever the fuck we want. Whatever the fuck we want to do.
No, but like one of the benefits, what does it do? And I'm like, I don't. You just makes you feel amazing and powerful.
Yeah, I have a great time.
Never know what you're gonna do.
Like this Thursday, I brought the mobility sticks. We stretched out on those. Like I won't even like Zach put me onto those, and but it's kind of right in line with what you're doing with your whole shit. Like I notice like you always have people coming in that are like, you know, they're not the like. There's guys like me and him. We come in, we fight each other, we're training, and then you're working with people who need help. Like you're working with people that are like overweight, or you know maybe they have some bad experiences, some traumatic shit going on, and you're kind of helping them with that. But like, I don't know. I don't if
for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah.
actually most of the people that come to me, it's not like 20-year-olds, they're even 30-year-olds, healthy, strong guys. You know what I mean? Most of it is like middle-aged people who do want to exercise, who do want to do fitness, who do want to do martial arts, but they don't want to go and get hurt.
Yeah.
Per se, right? Like in a jiu-jitsu school.
Right.
Doctors, lawyers, you know what I mean? Like kind
cool.
of people like that,
Yeah.
And then there's of course a different segment like fitness people.
Yeah.
Like martial artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you're crushing out of your spot. You're out of your house. You bring people into your home and train them.
Yeah, that's about to change right now.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, that requires some. Bringing people to your house to train them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know them right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's weird.
Yeah.
You got kids, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And you got a wife and shit. So.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about when we were driving here. Yeah.
Why? So, because
yeah. That thing, But it's been long overdue, and like we're kind of like grown out of, like I can't have more people right now.
Yeah. You can only do little groups.
I can only do what I can do. You know what I mean? And there's enough people coming right now where I actually have to like say people can't come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So right now we're looking for a spot.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Looking for a spot, bro.
Yeah.
You're in Washington, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So that's like, it's like a 40-minute drive for me. It's like an hour drive for you, right?
Yeah.
And then we meet up every Thursday. We train. Sometimes it snows and we can't make it. But I mean, man, like I think you're training with you these last couple of years, man. I feel like has put me onto some, like first of all I realized how weak I am. Like my body is just like I'm good at jiu-jitsu. I'm good as fuck at jiu-jitsu. I'm not the best. I'm not even showing. I don't feel like I'm even at my best yet though. Like I feel like I'm just starting to get it. Like competitively, I'm not the most successful guy, but I'm a pretty good teacher. I'm a pretty good. I'm pretty good at helping people. I feel like at my gym and stuff, and I'm gonna get the competing down. I'm gonna keep competing. I think both of you guys, like Drew is helping me with the passing. Like I come in on Thursday, and I'll just come in like after a week of working out and training with everybody. I'm like, okay, I was thinking about this. Like Drew, what do you think about this? I know you showed me this, and then it's just like vibing off of each other and kind of rolling off. You know what I mean? I know you guys are pretty much just owning schools or trying to do your business thing, and I feel like I still got some work left, where like you guys can help me out, know?
We're all working.
We're all helping each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Never ending.
Yeah.
That's scary. No, it's all good.
Damn, it's a life sentence.
Yeah. Fuck. No, I think like, man, you guys are like some of my best friends in the world right now. For real, I really mean that. You guys are. I know you guys are a little older than me. Like we're not the same age or whatever, but I think I have a great time training with you guys, and I wanted to have you guys on to just bullshit. And usually we're like just running around or stretching each other out. We're doing sauna. I mean, you've already. I know the one guy, Danny, who trains with us at New Jersey Ronin. He already put a sauna in his school because of training with you. Yeah. So there's mad guys already getting the flavor. They get it. Like.
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu black belts come to you.
Yeah.
A lot of black belts in your school too. I've noticed like they travel from far. The one dude was upstate New York. He's like, "What's the deal with this guy?" And he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Let me get stretched out.
Yeah.
And you're not necessarily a guy that's gonna teach jiu-jitsu, but there's all this other shit. You know what I mean? You're switched on to some different shit.
Jiu-jitsu is part of it.
Right.
But if you're talking about martial arts as a whole, it's much more than just jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is just like a certain style in a certain way, a certain rule set, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're just talking, it honestly all depends. This is what I always say. It all depends on what you're looking for and what you want to train for. If you want to train for jiu-jitsu competition, right, you have to do jiu-jitsu. If you want to train for a MMA competition, you have to train for a mixed martial arts competition that requires jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and striking. Mm-hmm. If you want to train for self-defense, it's going to be you have to train against multiple attackers. You have to train against close quarter scenarios, right? Cars, like different kinds of situations. You're not going to have.
Check this out. So I was rolling with this girl, Lucia, the other day, and Lucia's like, she's awesome. She's always at the school, and she's crushing, right? And this is some kind of shit I picked up from rolling with you guys. I mounted, and she just balled up like real tight like this, and I had them out, and her eyes were shut, so I just took my thumbs and I placed them right on her eyes, and I just put pressure. I'm like, yo, like I'm just gonna rip your fucking eyes out. I'm just gonna Game of Thrones your head.
Yeah.
If you don't get out of this mount, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like rolling with you guys, like, and then the new school I got coming, like, I'm gonna show you guys after this. My class is gonna be. I have like the first mat. I'm still gonna teach my jiu-jitsu, but on the second mat, I'm gonna teach a class called fighting concepts. So it's just gonna be so that way I can teach whatever the fuck I want. It doesn't have to be it's jiu-jitsu class at this time, and it's just I'm gonna call it fighting concepts. Zach came up with the idea, and like
he's good for that stuff.
Yeah. So I'm saying like he gets where I'm going. You know what I mean? Like because I can't be like being 10th Planet and being I've always been involved with like big organizations or like affiliations and shit like that, and it's like you just get put in this, you just get constrained, and it sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need a fucking, you know what I mean? I did all of it. Like, I got all my certifications. Like, I don't need to be certified in this to, like, dude.
That's
like,
why we're friends.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, seriously. You know what I mean? Because you're a self-confident person. You know what I mean? You're established. You don't have any problems. Just like this guy. You know what I mean? Like, anybody has any, like, issues or problems, that's why they, they shy away or they get scared or intimidated or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're confident with yourself. You know what you want. You're not thinking inside the box. Just like me and Drew were talking, like he's enjoying more health stuff now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The massage and stuff.
Yeah.
So me growing up, you could ask any of my friends, just since they know me, I would just grab, wrestle, take them down, beat all my friends up. But like, I guess ever since that seminar you did 2 months ago, I've given at least 50, 60 massages since then.
Yeah.
I was at the bar Friday night and like 14 people I gave massages to. Now it's like I want to touch everybody and I can't keep my hands off, but now it's like I want to heal them. Like I can't keep tapping them out. They don't want to hang out with me anymore, but if I keep healing them, they're going to keep coming. Like I was at my friend's last night and his wife was like, no, don't touch me. And then I did it to him and she's like, okay. Then the other person was like, okay. So then they all came. Then you do at least 4 or 5 at a time every time, and it's just can't keep my hands off of people.
We were working, it's awesome, dude, because, you guys stand on my back and shit. We were working on that on Thursday. I did it to Grace. I'm trying on Grace. People come in, they don't want to really go to jiu-jitsu. They do jiu-jitsu every day, twice a day. Like, that's the jiu-jitsu grind, right? Like, we're trying to get a black belt one day. Like, you're a purple belt. You're trying to roll every day, all day, and you eat like shit, and you're partying, and you come in, you feel like shit. And then someone, instead of, like most people do a foam roller, and then you got someone like actually touching you and like making you feel good, and you're like, oh shit, I actually feel like I want to roll. I want to get into it. So I'm learning a ton too. I didn't make the seminar. I think I had what did I have on Saturday? I had something that day, but I'm just gonna keep training with you guys and just that's why I had you on here, because nothing is my idea. Like everything I do is someone else, and I'm just working on it for myself. I think when I'm 50, I'm going to be the man, but I have to survive that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, for now, I'm just trying to take what I can from, like, the coolest people I can get it from. You know what I mean? Like, I love Eddie. I love John Jock. Like, I love you guys. Like, I love, Zach. Like, dude, I was talking to Zach this morning because last night that Who's Number One show was on. Gordon Ryan's freaking out. I'm just enjoying the show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like freaking out, being drunk. I'm like posting on my Facebook. I'm posting that on my Instagram. I'm like, someone fucking talk to me. I'm like home by myself.
Went live.
Yeah, I'm home by myself and just, man, it's just, it's crazy, And then Zach was like, dude, you shouldn't really freak out about stuff like that because, like, we're trying to get in those shows. I'm like, yeah, but then I can't say what I want. And he's like, well, we were talking about, like selling out. We were talking about selling out, you know what I mean? Like, no one wants to sell out. But, like, no one, you don't want to keep it too real either, right?
You need to be professional, and, like, if you want to get, like, onto those shows and, like, get the stuff like that, you need to be, like, kind of, like, we talked about it, too. Like I said, he has to post every day. He has to kind of, like, it's just part of the game. You just have to know what you want, right? Like, if you want to get into the spotlight, you have to make, what do you call it, like, noise.
Yeah.
And like you should, if you don't want to do competition and like, you want to retract, then yeah, you don't have to do that. But if you do, you should, you should kind of like get on
talked a little shit.
Walk around and just smack bitches.
Well, I did. I'm telling you, bro.
Let's slap people.
This has been going on for a long time. Trust me. I remember we had this guy Kevin Reed, and he opened a top team up in New York City one day or something. But he was like a 10th Planet guy, and I ended up slapping him at a tournament one time for talking shit. Like this people have been getting slapped for a long time. Gordon Ryan's not the first guy to slap.
Yeah, it was the first thing he told me when I asked you about what was going on. Because like I don't follow. I follow it through you guys, but I woke up and saw like a lot of noise.
Who told me? Who told me?
No, I said to you, I was like, "Damn, you slapped me!" Like I've slapped people before.
Yeah, that's a great technique. It's a great technique because the open hand slap is the invitation to fight. You're either gonna keep talking, and then I slap you, and you have nothing else to say, or we're gonna fight.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, let's handle it. Yeah. Like I know if someone slaps Drew, he's gonna fucking drop kick somebody, dude. Like you can't slap Drew Puzon in the face.
There's no middle ground
Not
with
even
that.
on
Like an
crutches.
open slap to the face is
Hard.
Yeah.
That was hard. Yeah. I don't want to.
It was loud,
I don't
too.
want to speak on Andre Galvao's manhood because he could tear me limb from limb. He's a giant man.
Yeah.
And I know he has MMA fights. He's a good fighter. And but if Gordon Ryan smacks you in the face, what the fuck are you gonna do? He's 270 pounds. Don't talk shit. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. We don't even want to comment, right? Because it's just man shit. You're gonna get fucked up talking out of your mouth, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I competed against Kevin Reed one time. And that was fun.
You fought Kevin Reed? I bitch slapped him.
I fucking backed him into the turnbuckle, jumped butterfly, bounced off the turnbuckle, rolled him in the mountain. It was absolutely
PGL.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I wish I could watch that match because it was a great match because I didn't like him.
Yeah, no one did. He would like over celebrate heel hook wins. Like he would heel hook a fucking novice and like freak out, and I would like hate him. I would hate that he did that.
I'm pretty sure I punished him for 3.
Because I was just a purple belt. Well, that's good. That's why we're friends.
I didn't try to tap. It was like knee on belly. Let me do all the things I can't do in class.
Yeah. The more like the small world, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could make that noise.
People hit me up. They're like, Drew. Like they started.
People hit me up.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yo, what's that noise you was making?" I was like, "I wish I could do it." I was like, "Black, black, black." Oh, so funny.
That's amazing though. Yeah, like one time, like Kevin Reed was like commentating on this live stream. It was like the Good Fight All-Star Invitational, and we were there. And this was back when we were in my purple belt days. Like John Calistine was just coming onto the scene. He's like an EBI champ, and his instructor, he has a guy that like he works with, and they were like talking shit. And I just remember just getting sick of him, and he like was fucking with me. He's like, "What are you gonna do, little guy?" Because he was like a tall dude. I just fucking slapped him. That's all I could do. I didn't know what else to do.
In the nuts?
No, right in his fucking mouth, dude, where he talked all that shit from. And then yeah, nothing happened. And that's it. They were like, and that was like Eddie found out about that. Like he's like, yo, Eddie will text Zach, and he'll be like, yo, I heard JM stole one on Reed. What's the deal? And like, that's how I got into combat jiu-jitsu. That's how that whole slap. I don't know if exactly. I think Eddie had plans for combat jiu-jitsu already, but I think he was kind of knowing I was that type of guy that would like slap fight a fucking guy. Like I don't give a fuck what, because when I first did combat jiu-jitsu, everyone was saying like, oh, it's pussy MMA. It's they had nothing but negative shit to say out of their fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Because they never done anything in their life. So I just hold on to that and I use it to train. You know what I mean? And I'm great. I feel great. It's all good now. I did the combat jiu-jitsu thing, and you helped me prepare for. I mean, working with you, like that guy didn't even come close to passing my guard. And then just we would just train hard.
Yeah, we tried to smash you. Like one day before you came, I said, "We gotta smash this guy." Remember that? Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, we gotta get him ready."
And there was just what I wish I would have won. Always wish I would have won. It's overtime. You know what I mean? That's the nature of the beast. But man, that guy was strong as fuck. But now I'm on my shit. Like, look, I got my grips. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. We're not done yet. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we got a lot of work ahead of us, especially with this new place.
Nice one.
I don't know. You guys fire me up to keep going. Like I feel I'm young. 31. That's young for like grapplers. Like a grappler should be like, right?
I started when I was 28.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, if you're gonna peak when you're 50, right?
53, maybe.
Not athletically,
once you make me feel even better than I am.
No, as a martial artist, like your whole
like your aura, like your soul.
Yeah. You're gonna be like a solid 50-year-old.
like when I'm old,
You know
I'm gonna
what
be
I
the
mean?
man,
Yeah.
dude. When I'm older, yes.
Yeah.
Your kid is gonna be.
My kids, when I'm 50,
He's gonna whoop
my
you.
kid's gonna be like 19.
Oh yeah, nice.
You're gonna
You
be ready
see?
then.
Yeah.
19-year-old Benjamin is not gonna
But
fuck
it's
up
gonna be
50-year-old
it's gonna be good training for him.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna get schooled up.
It's gonna be good training.
Dude, this one you got me back into kettlebells because you showed me that one where we take the kettlebell like this, and I realized I have no forearm. I have no wrist and forearm, and this is useless. You know, that's why I got this all day. I do this all day. I have this grip. I'm just talking to you guys instead of asking you questions. But this is what these guys do for me. Look at how they listen.
You can go in and out of it.
Look at how they listen.
Yeah.
I love just dumping my shit on these guys, and they just look at me like I'm crazy, and then they fuck me up, and then we go home.
The more you start doing with the shows is you'll just start realizing you can just talk sometimes and then you can go into questions. Like, that's the best part of the show, man. It's showcasing who you are.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, dude.
I like this guy a lot.
See, isn't he a cool guy?
This is the guy. I like this guy. Man. Yeah.
For anyone who has seen the pictures, the burgers,
The burgers
they
are
taste like the picture
legendary.
looks.
The
Yeah.
burgers are legendary. That's
So
it.
excited.
How long have you been
That was
working on
that-
those burgers?
That was literally the highlight of the day.
So
Those
far.
burgers.
So far.
I've been working on them for a minute.
For
Yeah.
a minute. That
Minute.
means a while.
Yeah.
That means a while.
I'm gonna make posters of them and put them at my school.
I'll hit you up.
Post training.
Burger porn.
I like feeding you guys though. I want the opinion. Like I know you from doing the show before, and I just met you. But you know, that's the opinions you want. You know, you can't hide whether something tastes good or bad.
I would tell you right away. Man. I would tell you right
You
away.
guys are real motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You would have been like, I don't know. I don't know if you should sell these.
Yeah, no, trust me, I would tell you right away, man.
Yeah. So I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is the guy we're stretching out. What do you want to talk about Pravilo at all? Do you want to talk about what do you want to talk about, man? What do you want to let the people know about you? Like,
Nothing. Let him keep guessing.
all right, well that's what I'm saying. That's
What's the machine or that
Pravilo, right?
Yeah, I saw it the first time on you started posting it and I was like, where the fuck is this dude? And you're like, hey, I'm over here doing stuff, and then I started seeing you more through him posting. But like, what is that for anyone who has no clue what you guys are doing over there?
It's an ancient method. It's not even like the structure. It's a method and a concept of how to heal, strengthen, and enhance a person in a physical and spiritual way. You know, plain speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could describe, because if no one knows what it looks like, I mean,
it's old. It's way old.
Way old. Man.
Wood.
You look at look at the memes on just about Russians. You know what I mean? Like the Russians, they got something going for them. Clearly, like combat sports wise. I mean, you have to be not paying attention and notice like, okay, the Russians do it this way, the Indians do it that way, the Americans do it this way. You know what I mean? Like in all combat sports. But I think like Russians are into like super deep calisthenics, like the body, like getting into the body more. Where like I don't know what Americans are about. We just work hard as fuck.
So the
I don't
difference, like the difference between mostly like American and Russian training is that American training focuses on strength. Like the strength and conditioning program is a lot better than in Russia. In Russian, you focus like in a sport more on technique in any sport, whether it be wrestling, boxing, basketball. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
They never focus on being stronger than the competition, more skillful and more agile, more fluid, more relaxed. But as a martial art goes, you're talking about combat, right? Mm-hmm. And when you're talking about combat, you're talking about war. And it's just recently that people started, shooting each other, but like for many, many, many years, people just used hand-to-hand fighting.
Yeah.
And like and a lot throughout the ages, when people invade, for example, your village, you're not gonna call the police. You don't have firearms to shoot. So your little circle has to be able to defend your village, or you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like you're seeking out violence, but it was more of a defense. you know. And
How can you sleep at night if you don't know how to do that? Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a totally different, you know, and like our ancestors lived like that forever.
Right.
You know, now like just recently, you know, really, you know, humanity's standpoint, right? Like just recently we came to like a civilized, quote unquote, kind of a life. But before, like I said, the technology, the established rule, you know, like things should be like this and like that. It was a different type of a life. Like you had to defend yourself. You had to work with your hands. You know, you had to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now you can be online, and
Now you can't be a man.
Now it's not allowed, right?
now it's looked down upon.
Be less manly.
Yeah. Fuck Coca-Cola, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck Coca-Cola. No, it's all, people are still drinking it. People are still drinking it. We don't give a fuck.
We should have Pepsi's here. Right?
Fuck Coca-Cola.
I got them in the fridge. I'll reach out for the sponsor.
Yeah.
But the Pravilo, you know. So for example, this thing can get you ready, and it can also relax you in the most shortest time, in the most efficient way. Does it make sense? Because it engages every single part of your bodily and physiological, psychological resources, and it depending on how you use it. Just like everything else, you know. First time person can come and get stretched, the immediate benefits like, oh, it feels good, you know, right? Like I feel some restrictions and blah blah blah. But just like everything else, you know, if you go to the gym, you're fat, you want to lose weight, you go to the gym, you didn't lose any weight, you're gonna say, oh, the gym doesn't work. It takes
You got to
years.
give it some time.
Yeah, it takes years to develop an understanding and the direction of like how you want to, you know what I mean, like how you want to.
Bro, I get off that machine. I know Drew can probably speak to this too. I get off that machine. I feel like I had a fucking experience.
Yeah.
Like I'll get emotional. I gotta like take a minute for myself.
Like I said, like you've been stretching for 3 years, man. That's already not. It seems like, you know, but that's already time.
Sometimes I feel like
now.
I think training with you on that and doing what we're doing, I'm learning a lot. And over the years, like I felt like when I was younger, I didn't have access to that, so I didn't know, and I thought that because I couldn't do certain things that I would never be able to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm doing this with you, and I'm moving my body better, and I'm like, whoa, I just needed to work hard. You know what I mean? Like,
there's different the different through your physical, right? Like as you begin to how to say decompress, stretch, and strengthen yourself differently, you know, different psychological centers. Remember we were talking about chakras.
Yes.
You know, right? Like different psychological centers open up. Because if you think about decompression and stretching, right, it allows energy to flow, right? If you have restriction and tension, you're cooped up, you know? If you think of depression, like what do you think of depression? The word.
Yeah.
You're depressed. You don't have enough pressure in the body. So pressure,
Crazy.
you know, you're all depressed, you know, right? Like people are like this, you know what I mean? They're slumped over, you know what I mean? Stuff like this. So there actually has to be the right amount of PSI in the body for the body to be healthy. Like a guitar string or like a violin string, right? Like an instrument. You have to be tuned the right way to play to play perfectly.
Yeah.
If you're too tense, you're gonna snap.
Too much, yeah.
In like one instance, you're gonna snap. If you're too tense, you know. If you're too,
or you get tired.
Yeah, if you're too
tense,
like,
you know,
life sucks. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to understand that right balance.
Balance. I love that fucking word, balance. I love that fucking word. Yes. Love that fucking word, balance. So I just said that last night.
Yes,
someone
man.
texted me, or I was talking to Stephen Pressfield. Remember you told me to hit up Stephen Pressfield?
Yeah. Were you guys going back and forth?
No.
Right.
He ignored me.
It takes. Did he read it?
I don't think so.
Well, it takes
He's on
time.
like Tim,
it takes time.
He was on like Tim Ferriss's show. So.
It doesn't matter. It takes time. I've already hit people up, and a couple weeks later, out of the blue, I see some message. To people like that are busy. They got a million people doing it. Don't cut yourself short on that. We'll get that.
All right. But yeah, I love that word balance. That's why I did the yin yang on the. Actually, why I did the yin yang, I saw a friend of mine, Nathan Orchard. He had yin yang tattoo on his arm, and then I forgot about the yin yang, and I'm like, that's huge, because not only is the yin yang all about balance and taking the good with the bad and the bad with the good, because no one's perfect, right? You could fuck up tomorrow. You could fuck up tomorrow. I noticed, like, when we moved to school, right? It took us 5 years to build that school. It took us one day to fucking tear it down and get it somewhere else.
It was fun watching.
Yes. One day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, that's the same thing in life, right? Like, one fucked up decision, like, you know, you make one fucked up decision. It's just that took 5 years of work out the fucking thing. Yeah. You know, and that was like, I'm like, damn, like, but the yin yang, like, that's huge. Even like flat Earth. I don't want to talk about flat Earth on the podcast because I'm not good at it.
I wouldn't even know what to talk about.
It's fine. But that's the model, right? The model for flat Earth is a yin yang. That's an old symbol. How old do you think the yin yang is?
Look, the yin yang is like, now it's like cliche, right? But in essence, and in reality, it is one of the most important symbols that there is. Because life is made out of paradoxes and irony, you know? It's negative, positive. It's up, down, left, right, male, female, good, bad. That's the significance of yin yang, you know what I mean? You need both. You cannot be, you know, you can't have life without female and male. That's like very simply put, you know?
Yeah.
So you need those kinds of, like that's why, like in martial arts, like you need the tension, you need the harshness of combat, but you need the opposite, like relaxation and healing.
Fight and heal, bruh. Fight and heal, dude.
You see? So
come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. We're getting to the bottom of this. Yeah. We're getting to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you guys working together too. Like I know, like yeah, because Drew's more like he'll give me the jujitsu. You know what I mean? Like I'll come in, I'll get sick jujitsu from him, and then you're coming in, you're showing me how to walk on people's backs, and yeah, I don't know. I just, like I said, I have a great time hanging out with you guys, and I learn a lot.
Arseny said his instructor is his child. He says he like puts him in a rear naked the other day. That's why he's so violent with us, with the headbutts and the bite. You know,
my
toes
kids,
in the butt.
my kids improved my martial arts a lot, man. My kids, dude, they would
pure instinct.
Dude, they would bite you, they will hit you in the nuts, in the throat. Like, it's totally different, and you know, like you have to be so like you have to have the reflexes to dodge. You can't hurt your kids, but it's a very different thing. You know, you squeezing them, they start biting you, they start hitting you in different ways. You're like,
yeah, if that was a bigger guy or whatever, yeah.
In reality,
how old's your boy?
Now he's 3
and then Mila is your girl, right?
7, yeah, 7, yeah.
Mila likes me because I was throwing food at the restaurant the other day.
Well, she's also known you for a while. That's the thing, you know what I mean? So she likes to know, you know, she feels comfortable around you. You know?
Cool. Yeah, I was throwing French fries around at the restaurant, and she's like, ah.
We went out to a restaurant, and
that was the worst I've ever acted in a restaurant.
Yeah, JM brought the worst of us.
That was after the last shot.
Out of everyone. And then my daughter said the best part. We woke up the next day, and I was like, "Did you like going out with all of us?" And she's like, "Daddy, the best part was when JM was throwing French fries at us."
Being an uncle's cool.
I was like,
yeah, like just I don't give a fuck. Like some lady came over and yelled at me. I'm like, whoa, it's fine.
They were at a different table, 10 feet away.
Yeah, they were doing their thing. There was fights on. Like, you know, we're watching fights. I'm supposed to sit still and like a nun or something. Like I'm gonna have you're serving me alcohol.
You go?
There's this place where
House.
the Draft House in
Washington.
Nice.
It's nice.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
They did a smash burger, but
honestly,
I saw smash burger and I'm like my guys, and no, it was not like my guys. It was just a burger with onions smashed into it.
Yeah,
it was on white bread.
There's a technique to that.
Yeah,
yeah. The white bread.
I was watching you closely today.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Imagine someone feeding you a burger and they just slop it together and give it to you.
But I'm like that with food, and people will argue with me, and I'm like, no, man. Like I've cooked for a really long time.
Right.
I know where this food's coming from. I know where like you can't. I'm sure it's the same thing with martial arts.
Exactly.
You can't take shortcuts. If you want the best product, you can't take shortcuts. So it's like I'm not taking shortcuts on that. That's from a butcher. The bacon's from a butcher. You know, I'm buying tools to make it better. You know, I'm putting time into it. They're weighing things out.
It's the
small
things.
You can smash a fucking shitty frozen patty, but you know, you're gonna get out what it is. It's a shitty frozen patty smashed.
Yeah, that's why I like hanging out. I mean, I don't. I like hanging out with older guys. I'm gonna hang out with kids my age and just get into bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I just like hanging out. Like, I mean, you guys, not that call you guys older, but you're older than me.
You already mentioned it twice. That was the third time.
You collect knowledge. I have
I like to learn. I like to learn shit.
My friend Keith, who does the tattoo thing, the banner behind you, he's a little bit older than me, but the amount of wisdom I get from him because he's lived 4 years longer than me. You collect a lot of knowledge from older people if you pay attention to it and you're around the right people that are older.
I try. I feel like sometimes, like Zach, I take Zach for granted a lot. Like that he's just out there just doing his thing, and I'm like, man, I could learn a lot from Zach. You know what I mean?
You guys have a different relationship.
It's different because like that's my brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like my brother. Like we've been through everything together, and he's like, but you're with him every day. You know what I'm saying? You're with each other every day, so it's kind of like more of a professional relationship after a while. Even though, like, dude, if someone did something to Zach, I'd fucking, you know what I mean? I'd do anything for that guy. You know what I mean? I'd do anything for you guys. You guys know that, right? You know what I mean? Just, you know, like, it's just, you know. Relationships are so crazy, like they're so deep and they're all complex and they're all their own thing, you know.
We should cherish it. We should cherish it and keep it. You know, like even the three of us. You know, like we have like a connection and a relationship. You know what I mean? And it's actually hard to come by. You know, and it comes naturally, right? Like you say, how we met. Like I don't know, like naturally. You know, like
what the fuck?
How everything just like you know what I mean. So, but to meet people who, you know, stick with you. You know, sometimes you're good, sometimes you're bad, sometimes you cry, sometimes you laugh, sometimes you make money, sometimes you lose money. It's who sticks with you 3 years. That's what.
Do you hold or do you fold? I'm a holder.
It depends.
That's sharp to pimp.
Depends, you know.
Kenny Rogers?
No, not Kenny Rogers, dude.
Know when to hold 'em.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers, isn't it?
Know when to fold 'em.
We're doing good.
Oh.
We're
doing good.
To walk away. Know when to run.
These beers are getting to me. They're strong. You guys always fuck with like these high percentage beers.
Yeah, I'm used to like garage beers and hammering 30 of them. You have three of these.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. We can't do weak beers.
Start speaking Chinese. And shit.
Short and sweet, right?
Hey, why fuck around, right?
Yeah.
Why fuck around? Yeah, man. I'm gonna take you guys to the new school. After this, like. We had burgers. We did the podcast. We're gonna go check out the new place. My son's gonna see the place today. My fiance is gonna see the place today. My friends and family are gonna come by and shit. You guys are there.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for that.
Yeah, man. I think we can do anything. I think we can do. There's no if we just keep it. Just ego. It's I don't know, man. There's just no reason why it's up to us. Yeah. It's up to us because. This life is handed us what is handed to us. Like I feel like men like us, it's up to us. It's not up to these other fucking assholes. No. Like I'm gonna take control of my shit. You know, and you guys give me all the confidence in the world. Zach gives me all the confidence. Like I got these guys at my fucking wings, bro. I'll fucking stab somebody. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Love you, motherfuckers. Mike Fowlerbox fucking I see it too, man. You're fucking doing the burgers, dude. We're fucking let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Let's
smash
go.
burgers,
you always say that.
Yes.
Burgers,
you said it the other day, you're like killing it. I said, who's doing this around here? Who's doing this
Come on,
around
it's up
here?
to us.
Yeah.
If we want to have fun living here, I don't want to move. I don't want to move to Texas and squirt in people's butts. I want to live here and have fun and crush.
So our leaders are built. Take the step forward.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was the guy from Seven Sirens. I was interviewing him, and I was like, "What's it like to be that guy?" He goes, "I didn't want to be that guy." He goes, "But in the time of when shit hits the fan, if no one's gonna fucking step forward, it's got to be me. If no one else is gonna do." He goes, "Do you think I want to interview people on Fox News about saving my restaurant?" He goes, I didn't want to lose my home."
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck that," and I was just like, I told him we're gonna come by, but you guys mesh. The school and what he did is exactly the same thing you guys did parallel, where it's just you kept your fucking businesses open.
Yeah.
You're leaders.
Simple as that.
You don't want to be. It's just what you fucking do.
What am I going to do? Stay home and jack off?
If
I can't.
Leaders aren't chosen. You just fucking lead.
I don't want to.
There's a lot of people staying home jerking off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people doing that.
With a mask on.
Yeah.
Mask on.
There's enough of
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always comes back to Reddit.
Bro, they fucking, I don't know. I don't even want to get into it.
But when you became a dad, you got like a different kind
You're
of
probably a big reason I became a dad, man. You really pushed that hard.
I did.
You pushed it hard?
Yes.
You're the reason why?
No, I was like,
No. That's not funny. That's not funny. I don't like that shit.
It wasn't that kind of
like
a
that
push,
shit.
man. But I was like...
But you were pushing it. Yeah,
it was like
kind of like...
when you become a dad, you get a different energy. You know, you can't. Life is so short, and you're like, wow, now I'm a dad. My kid is watching me. You know, like, how are you going to explain to your kid? You're not going to tell your kid the politics is the wrong. You know what I mean? Anything is the wrong. Dad, what did you do in life? You know what I mean? Like
science. Yeah.
You want to show with you know what I mean? Like, if you're not just a piece of shit kind of a father, and if you're a good father, that gives you stimulus. You know, that gives you like, I don't care what is going on in the world. I'm gonna just do the best that I can. What can I do?
For me, I immediately stopped giving a fuck about what anyone else thinks.
Yeah.
That's when the second Benjamin was born, I don't give a fuck about your opinion ever. I don't care if you're an expert in this. The one kid, Thomas, he's like a young kid. He's like 17. I think we talked about it on the podcast before. I have this student, Thomas, and he's like 17. Young kid. I don't think he's got a dad around. I think his mom's doing the best she can. She's doing a good job though. Like, he's in great shape he's way better shape than I was at 17. Fit. And he's got cauliflower ear. And she's like, well, I took him to the doctor and she asked me what to do about the cauliflower ear. And I'm like, well, I remember when I had cauliflower ear when I was that age, and they took me to the doctor, and the doctor was like baffled at cauliflower ear. They were like, I don't know what this is. Like, I need a specialist. And then the specialist was like, we got to cut him open and do surgery. But in grappling, cauliflower is super common. You just bring a needle in, take a gauge needle and suck the blood out and take it 2 days off and go back to work. So that's what I told her. I'm like, just get me a needle and I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I would never have the confidence to do something like that until I had a kid. Yeah. I'll take it into my own hands.
Yeah, you have to.
Fuck those doctors.
You have to.
Because they're college. They're college. Yeah. You know, they're not like we're all fighters. We're all bad motherfuckers. Just that's what it is. You know, I don't want. It's not gloating. That's just what it is. I'm not regular people. And the experts are college educated and they got their books, and we need those people. Like, again, like the balance. You know what I'm saying? If there was everyone was like us, we'd be living in caves and you know.
Sounds way better.
It kind of does, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But without those people, we wouldn't have a lot of nice things. Yeah. You know.
You need everybody.
We need those people. Yeah. I'm learning that, like, not to just shit on these people. Yeah. Like. No, everyone has their lane, and we need everyone. We don't need everyone, but you know what I'm saying. And then, but smart. We need some of these smart guys. But like some doctors, man, they don't even know cauliflower is super common. Like, just drain it. Just drain the cauliflower, and it'll be fine. The one guy pulled like 2 liters or 2 centimeters. I don't know what the measurement is. Out of his ear, and that was it. You know, I don't know why I told that story. Just because.
Because you're a kid and you don't give a...
We don't give a fuck about the experts. We're the experts. You know? We should all be crushing. That's all. That's my main squeeze. That's my main squeeze. Look at that. I've been doing this. I do this all day. This is 100 pounds. I got a 200-pound one that's way tougher. Squeeze that shut.
I'll get a Charlie horse.
Nothing to it. Look at that. Dude, look at your fucking hands. That's what I'm saying, dude. My hand, I have like little bitch hands.
He's got big hands.
This guy is showing me. This guy got me back into kettlebells the other day. He showed me all these kettlebell exercises. I want to do that one where, dude, yeah, because I think I was talking to Zach about it. I'm like, I want to have Arsini through back for a seminar, and he's like, well, what does he do? And I'm like, I don't really know. I don't even really know. I want him to be at my school one time. Like,
Well, if you start that class, it'll go parallel with what you're doing, and then you could start with the people from the class. And then bring Arsini in to teach a class.
Yeah.
And then you have the students that want to take that class, and then you build that off of, you know, bringing Arsini in. And then that's an introduction to the school, and then grow it from there.
Science. Easy as that.
Yeah.
Easy as that. I don't know. What else are we talking about? Coca-Cola's racist? We want to talk about that? No, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. I don't know. I'm running out of steam.
What have you been up to, Drew, since the last time you were here?
Teaching, trying to survive, trying to pay bills. I'm not worth talking about today.
Oh, come on.
Drop
Shut
kick.
up. See, that's what I'm saying, dude. He's always like this.
I've been working on my drop
He's always
kicks.
like this. Like, dude, no, you gotta get rid of that, man.
Best story ever told on the podcast was, and that's including my own, was that fucking story you told about getting into the fucking shit on crutches. That was.
I couldn't listen.
I kept telling my friends, I'm like, dude, you gotta listen to this story. You couldn't listen to it? You didn't like it?
I can't listen to it. I was embarrassed every second I saw it. Just glimpsed through it. I'm like, oh my god.
Of the story or just your podcast in general?
Just me.
Yeah, it's tough. It took me a while. I used to like drive home and would listen to the shows, and it takes a while to keep. But I had to do it because I do this all the time, where you learn your mistakes and whatnot. But you were one of my favorite podcasts, and that's including, I've done over 1,000. You crushed on that, dude.
High five.
You crushed on
I
that.
want to touch you guys, but I can't.
High five.
Just
social distance.
Yeah,
Be safe.
He's a big masker. He's a big masker. Lies.
Put your
this
mask
whole
on,
time
JM.
it was lies.
Dude, that would blow my mind. That would.
You're
fuck
wearing
with me.
rubber gloves over there. Don't fucking touch me.
Wait, what if I don't?
Yeah,
think
like
I
if
do?
Arseny one Thursday was just like, "Yo, it's rubber gloves and mask here." I'm like, "Yeah."
I was thinking it was this. Yeah,
We had a woman. We were just moving into the place yesterday, and a woman and her 2 kids came in, and were like, "Can I sign up here? I want a box. I want to sign my 2 kids up."
Was it
And
from
I'm
the
like,
neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
they were
huge
from the
too.
neighborhood, and
Yeah.
right away they're like, "I don't know what you guys do here, but I want to do it. How does it work?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. We're just getting everything in. Like, we'll get it done." Like,
Yeah. Discount the neighborhood, man.
like just the whole. There's gonna be you have to build your own shit, because the people with that want to go the mask and the vaccine route and the new world order route, they're gonna build their world.
Absolutely.
And everyone else is gonna build their, like, I'm gonna build my shit, and you know what I mean. Like, it's not gonna be that way. It's gonna be the way it's the old ways. I like the old shit.
Yeah.
I like repeater rifles. I like fucking revolvers. I just like old shit. I don't like tattoos on my face. I like tattoos on my arms and chest. You know, whatever. I'm just saying, like, I might get a tattoo on my fucking face, dude. I might just get realest ever on my face, dude.
You're fine. Just get up and go, man.
What, you gonna pee?
Yeah, I gotta go pee.
Oh, that bladder, that Russian bladder, dude.
Take it in there.
I cracked too.
He said it's fine.
I cracked as well.
Yeah. That's a skill, dude.
guys keep talking.
Joe Rogan's probably squeezing his butthole shut, can't pee.
Yeah,
4
the
hours
longer
straight.
ones. Yeah, the 4-hour ones. They'll crack on those, but they don't even do those. Well, they haven't done those yet.
Maybe they wear the thing where you just pee right here and you don't even
piss
know.
right on
like,
your-
Yeah. Well, that Ari shift, they used to yell Ari because Ari would piss in a fucking bottle and he'd like be spilling shit, and they're like, "What the fuck, dude? What are you doing?"
That guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think that's like his thing, though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm
All
a
right.
piece of shit. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a piece. I mean, me too. But and everyone, like I said, no one is fucking. Everyone's got like these people that they just idolize, and sun shines out their asshole. It's just like I don't want to be that. I have an edge. It's part of me has an edge, and I want to embrace that, because that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take the good with the bad. My grandmother told me that. My mom's mom told me that. I think, and it hit me. Like, all this weird shit, just, you know how life is. It just like I said, it's a paradox, like he was saying. It's all lines up and things start cycling back, and you realize, like, oh shit, like, that person said this, like, craziness.
Craig.
I'm glad we're here. I love hanging out with these guys. I love training with these guys. I want to bring them into my place. And I don't give credit out easy. You could take that shit to the bank right there. I don't fuck with most people. You know what I mean? I fuck with like 4 people, you know? So I like you guys. I like Zach. I like my family. I like my students are the shit. You know, my community, you know, that's really what it's all about. Like, saving this fucking place from the world, pretty much, because it's going to shit, you know? Who's going to do it but us, right?
Yeah, you know, like we have like a relationship that's outside of money, right? Like none of us depend on each other financially. So when you can vibe like that, we might as well start making money together. You know,
What's money?
It's a different when, you know, you go into a partnership financially and then you get into problems. You know, if you can trust somebody beyond financial, it's a different kind of a trust and relationship, like the relationship that you have with Zach.
Yeah.
You know, like we were talking about that when we were driving here. It's like very rare.
Yeah.
You know, like your friends, your business partners, and you've been together through years. That's so special.
Bro, that's such a dance, dude.
Yeah, it's special.
such a dance.
Yeah.
I think he's like an older brother. Sometimes I'm like, I couldn't disagree with him more, but I just respect him. I just got to deal with it, you know? And I'll deal with it, you know? He's gonna do what he's gonna do. I'm not gonna tell him any different. He's fucking killing it. He's given me everything I ever wanted. You know. So, and dude, I've seen him start from fucking nothing. Like, divorced, living on the fucking basement of his friend's house on a mattress, and me and him were fucking working this shit out, and now we're where we're at, dude.
That's part of the story. That's what I resonated with you guys when we were fucking messing around with podcasts from, back when we met you through Dan, and it was like, oh man, like, it's hard for me to relate to people, like everybody out, Jesse has a family, a home, and, it was always just me sacrificing everything. And then when I met you guys and you were like, holy, I hear you guys being like, well, we lived in the fucking gym and we ate chicken nuggets, and I'm like, and then there would be conversations I had with Zach when, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Is get a gym membership, shower there, stay where you're at. Like, pirate life, he used to call it. And, that was always what I looked up to you guys the most about, and like what you guys pushed me with, man.
Yeah.
Like it's, I think it was huge to have around me. And, there's a huge, where I'm at in the storyline, a huge section of that is from the two of you. And I've texted both of you multiple times through the story, but, you guys literally built this. And then to see where it's at now, and I keep saying to everybody, like, they're where they're at, there's 10 years of growth there. Like, you guys keep having to move. Now it's like, well, what the fuck happens when there's a cage there and there's a fucking ring there, and there's Zach sent the schedule out last night to me, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is
24/7. Yeah. I still make time. Awesome. I made the new schedule, but my Thursday is always going to be 12 to 5 with Arseny and Drew.
Yes, that's
for my health.
Yes.
For my health, for my mental health, for my whatever. Yeah, it's unreal, man. I forget what I had something to say, but I appreciate that, Mike.
You were just talking about how Zach was living on other floors and shit.
Dude, yeah. And I you know what I wish, we can't choose. Everything happens, and we have bad things. Everyone has bad things. People die. People, I wish my grandfather was here to see this. Like, he would have been so psyched. I don't want to get it. Don't do it.
Same.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna say
it. Don't do it.
I usually take them to places, So,
but
it's you should be proud. You should be proud. You should be proud, man. Real proud.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we can close that, dude.
Yo, shouts to Carl Balliot. All my detractors and haters can suck my dick. My grandfather got my back. These guys got my back. Zach's the man. Mike, you're fucking crushing with those burgers, dude. We're gonna fucking, dude. All right, that was it. Beers. That was it. It's gone. Woo! Woo! Everyone eat my asshole. Everybody. All right. No, but these guys are the man. Yeah. I wish my grandfather could see this place, man. Everyone's gonna come through. You guys are gonna come through. My baby's gonna see it. My girl's gonna see it. We're gonna have Eddie Bravo out for seminars. I was talking to him, like, dude, you're gonna crush out of here. Like, before the seminars were like this big, and he had 100 people there, and he's like, I'm definitely making out to Bethlehem.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like, of course. I'm like, of course, because it makes sense for you to come out here.
Is it the biggest 10th planet?
One of them.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
We were, though. We were in that small little place. We were the best guys. Like, in that small little place, like, we would talk shit. Like, no, I know we're one of the best teams. Like, I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you don't get a place like that if you suck.
Yeah.
You just don't. It's just you don't get that if I don't have to say a fucking word. You know what I mean? Like, look at it.
So Eddie should sponsor you somehow.
He does. He fucking gave me a black belt. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
He should come out.
Yeah.
He should definitely come out for seminars.
He's gonna. I want to get John Jock out there. Yeah. I know we got some. I want to have you guys in the place, and I want my students to know you guys. I want my students to have relationships with you guys, because I think like you guys are. I think you guys are special people, man. I love you guys, Mike. I think you're the man.
Thank you, man.
Train or don't, dude. Let's get the fuck out of here. We got shit to do.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Anyone want to plug anything?
Who?
Well, if anyone wants to look into more of what you're doing, how do they get a hold of you, or like your Instagram, or like what are you connected to get into more of what you're doing?
At Fight and Heal Pravilo martial arts.
Where's my wife?
You can.
I'll tag all that shit. I'll put it all in the thing.
You can follow at John Michael Holland on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you want to see what Arseny's up to, I try to get him more out there, because I feel like people, more, again, people should know.
I was excited when you said he was coming in.
I watched Drew fight like right in front of my face and didn't know who he was until I met him at Arsony's, and then I'm like, who? Like, I know you, and you're like, yeah, I did finishers, and then I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I watched you, and you taught me that. You know what I'm saying? We did that story. But man, like it feels good to plug these guys because they should be well known. I want these guys to do more if they want. You know, that's up to them. I don't care.
I recommend Fight to Heal more than I recommend my gym. I don't recommend my gym to anybody. I mean, if you want to come, but I recommend that.
Yeah, how does anyone get a hold of your stuff? What is it, at Drew Puzon for Instagram, or what's the best way to do it?
Yeah.
Puzon Jiu-Jitsu.
Puzon Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. I'll tag you guys on all this stuff, too.
Drop kick.
Yep.
And that way?
Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. Come to Thursday.
Let's get the fuck out of here. That's it.
Oh,